Texas is a big state with a lot to offer, and that includes some pretty amazing beaches. Whether you're looking for a place to relax, surf, or just enjoy the scenery, there's definitely a beach in Texas that's perfect for you. So stay tuned as Viewcation presents the best beaches in Texas. Padre Island National Seashore. If you're looking for a truly wild beach experience, Padre Island National Seashore is the place for you. It's a perfect place to escape the craziness of city life. This secluded spot is located at the very southern tip of Texas and is accessible only by boat. Once you're there, you'll find more than 70 miles of undeveloped coastline to explore. This long stretch of beach is home to plenty of wildlife, including sea turtles, dolphins, and over 350 bird species. It's also one of the only undeveloped barrier islands in the world, so you'll feel like you're miles away from civilization. If you go to Malachite Beach, you'll be able to check out their visitor center as well as a pavilion. Plus, it provides wheelchair access to the sand. But beyond that spot, Padre Island National Seashore doesn't have a lot in the way of accommodations, so bring with you what you'll need for the day. Whether you want to fish, camp, or just enjoy some peace and quiet, Padre Island is sure to please. And as an added bonus, if you get up early enough, you might be able to catch some sea turtle hatchlings on the beach, which is a truly memorable sight. Bolivar Peninsula. Bolivar Peninsula sits between the Gulf of Mexico and Galveston Bay. It boasts large swaths of sand that are favored by the beachcomber set. So if you're looking for some buried treasure, this should be a first stop for you. It's also an area highly regarded by the birding community. In fact, it's part of the Great Texas Birding Trail. The peninsula is also perfect for beach camping, and you'll often see people with bonfires raging at night. Plus, in pure Texas fashion, it's a place where people can set off fireworks, so it gets crowded on holidays like July 4th. One of the best spots along its 27 miles of shore to stop at is Crystal Beach. It tends to be a little less crowded than the other beaches on the peninsula, so that's a plus for those looking for a little seclusion. The water is clear, and the area is also full of great restaurants, so you can head in for some freshly caught seafood when you're needing a break from the sand and sun. If you're in Galveston, you can grab a ferry that runs all throughout the year that'll take you right to several stops along the peninsula. Galveston Island State Park. If you're looking for a state park beach experience, look no further than Galveston Island State Park. It sits about an hour away from Houston on the western end of Galveston Island. This 2,000-acre park offers plenty of activities beyond just swimming and sunbathing, including fishing, birdwatching, hiking, and picnicking. It features over 2 miles of sandy beaches along the Gulf of Mexico. And because it's located on Galveston Island, you're never too far away from all the fun and excitement of downtown Galveston. Unfortunately, at the moment, the beachside part of the park isn't accessible to the public because it got banged up in Hurricane Ike. So that just means you'll have to set up camp on the bay side of the island, which is just as much fun. Be sure to bring your sunscreen. This part of Texas gets pretty hot. And you might also spot some marsh rabbits and armadillos, which is a cool sight if you're not from a region that has these animals. South Padre Island. South Padre Island is an immensely popular spring break choice for college students from all over the country. So if you're in that demographic, plan to rage with your friends during break. However, the nice part about South Padre Island is that it's a lot more than just a spring break destination. For most of the rest of the year, it's a fantastic place for people of all ages and families too. It has 34 miles of coastline featuring soft and gorgeous sand and warm water. It tends to offer some solid wind action, so it's a place where kite surfers tend to congregate. It also has several pet-accessible beaches, so if you're traveling with a furry friend, you'll be able to enjoy the beach with them. If you're looking for some great dolphin watching and some solid surfing and fishing, you'll want to check out Isla Blanca Park, which sits on the southern side of the island, whereas the north end of the island is more chill and thus better for those looking for a relaxed day in the sun. Boca Chica State Park. This remote beach is perfect if you really want to get away from it all. There are no crowds here. In fact, sometimes you might have the whole place to yourself. It sits in the lower Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge, which is one of the most southern areas of the state's coast. It's basically where the Rio Grande meets the Gulf of Mexico. That meeting means it has some pretty nasty riptides, so you should definitely be aware if you're planning on hitting the water while you're there. It's an excellent beach for beachcombing as well as for the fishing set. Plus, animal and nature lovers will get a kick out of the fact that it's home to the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, an endangered species. They'll also love the excellent bird watching opportunities at Boca Chica. Because it's a bit of a challenge to get to, many people opt to set up shop at South Padre Island and then do a day trip to Boca Chica from there. Port Aransas Beach. If you're looking for a classic beach vacation, Port Aransas is the place to be. This Gulf Coast town is home to more than 17 miles of pristine beaches, making it the perfect spot to relax and soak up some rays. It's also a great place to catch some waves. The beach is home to several surfing competitions each year. When you're not lounging on the sand, check out some of the local restaurants and shops. And if you're feeling adventurous, take a deep sea fishing trip or go horseback riding on the beach. The locals refer to it as Port A, and it's a super popular spot for Lone Star State residents to head to. It's come a long way since 2017 when it got pretty wrecked by Hurricane Harvey. You can also drive vehicles on the sand, making it one of the easier beaches to get to. You'll just need to pick up a parking sticker for $12 at either a local shop or at City Hall. Matagorda Bay Nature Park. This is another beach that's a little out of the way, but a reward for anyone who ventures out to it. It's situated on Matagorda Island, which is near San Jose Island. Even when you get there, you won't be able to easily access about half of the 58 miles of coast in the park. That's because only parts of Matagorda Bay Nature Park is accessible by foot. But if you're willing to bring a pack and venture through some unmarked and challenging terrain, you'll be rewarded with a peaceful and secluded beach experience like no other. Other activities in the area that are more accessible include kayaking along the coast, as well as horseback riding in the water. And the area set back from the ocean is also excellent to wander around and explore. There are numerous hiking trails that you can walk along, and you'll likely see some fantastic bird sightings, including spoonbills and storks. You'll be able to see the Matagorda Island Lighthouse from afar, though you can't visit it anymore. Whitecap Beach. Iffy water quality aside, Corpus Christi's Whitecap Beach is one of the most beautiful beaches in Texas. With its white sand and turquoise water, it's easy to see why it's so popular. It's a great place to surf, with plenty of waves for both beginners and experienced surfers alike. Just be sure to keep an eye on the posted water quality signs before you get in the water. Hamilton Pool Preserve. Looking for a beach with a little bit of everything? Hamilton Pool Preserve has got you covered. In addition to a lovely swimming hole that's fed by a 50-foot waterfall, this spot also boasts hiking trails, picnic areas, and even a cave. Located just outside of Austin, Hamilton Pool is a perfect location to spend a day with friends or family. Just be sure to get there early because it gets crowded during peak hours. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever visited some Texas beaches? If so, which is your favorite? And if not, do you think you'll ever get there? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.